Welcome back to Reels to Meal. Today I'm making a rich and moist rum cake, also known as plum cake. We'll start by soaking the fruits, then preparing the blackjack, and finally baking the cake. In a glass jar, I've added cranberries, 50 grams, dried apricots which are chopped, black raisins, 50 grams, white raisins, 50 grams, candied orange peel, 50 grams, and 50 grams of mixed colored tutti frutti. To that I am adding dark rum. If you are making a non-alcoholic virgin cake, you could replace the rum with orange juice. Fill the jar till all the fruits are covered. Add 2 star anise and a stick of cinnamon. Cover it and let it soak for minimum of 24 hours or up to a year. Now let's prepare the blackjack. In a pan, I've taken 1/4 cup of sugar and let it melt on low heat. When the sugar starts to caramelize, keep stirring continuously. Blackjack is the ingredient which will give the cake a beautiful color and a signature taste. When the mixture starts to bubble, now I'll add 1/4 cup of grated jaggery. Add 1/4 cup of jaggery and stir continuously till the mixture thickens. This would take around 20 minutes to prepare. If you want to skip making the blackjack, you could add 50 grams of cocoa powder into your dry mix. But the blackjack would give the signature flavor to the cake. As our mixture has turned black, turn off the heat and let it cool completely before adding 1 cup of water. Our mixture is completely cooled down. I've added 1 cup of water and turning on the heat and bringing it to a boil till the mixture turns into a syrupy consistency. Now I'll turn off the heat and let it cool down. After cooling down, our blackjack is ready. To get best results for a plum cake, do make the blackjack and you'll see the difference. Now let's make the cake batter. In a sieve, I've added 140 grams of all-purpose flour or Maida, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1/4 teaspoon of clove powder, half a teaspoon dry ginger powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of grated nutmeg. Half a teaspoon of baking powder and 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda. Sieve all the ingredients to make sure there are no lumps and keep it aside while we prepare our wet ingredients. In a pan, I've added 75 grams of orange juice. This is canned orange juice. I'm adding 100 grams of butter. To this I'm adding 1 tablespoon of brown sugar and 50 grams of blackjack which we prepared earlier. Please measure your blackjack before adding. We require 50 grams. Now turn on the heat and let all the ingredients melt and combine well. We just want to melt all the ingredients, so do not bring this mixture to a boil. Our mixture is nicely combined. Let it cool down and then we'll add our soaked dry fruits. We will drain them well before adding it to the mixture. I've added 300 grams of soaked dry fruits. Along with that, I'm adding 140 grams of condensed milk. One teaspoon of vanilla essence or extract, and give it a nice mix till all the ingredients are combined well. Our wet ingredients are ready. Now we'll pour this into the dry ingredients. Pour the wet ingredients, and to this I'm adding 50 grams of chopped almonds, 50 grams of chopped cashew nuts. You can add any kind of nuts of your choice and give this a nice mix. If you don't like blackjack, you can replace it with 50 grams of cocoa powder with your dry ingredients. This will give your cake the color and flavor similar to blackjack. If your batter is too thick, you could add some orange juice. I've added 2 tablespoons here and I'm mixing it, and I'll keep checking if the batter is into a nice and proper pouring consistency. You would require around 6 to 8 tablespoons to adjust the consistency of the batter. Please check the consistency before adding more juice to the batter. As your batter is ready into a nice and pouring consistency, we will transfer it into a baking mold. Place butter paper into your mold and pour your batter. I have taken a loaf tin. You could use any kind of mold, square or round. Pour your batter into the mold and give the mold a couple of taps so that the air bubbles are released. For toppings, I've added some more soaked fruits, some walnuts, and some cashew nuts. You could add any kind of nuts of your choice. This is totally optional. Preheat your oven on 150 degrees Celsius and then bake your cake for around 1 hour 15 minutes or 1 hour 30 minutes. At 1 hour, you could check your cake with a toothpick. If it comes clear, then your cake is ready. If it is wet, bake it for more 30 minutes. As you can see, it is beautifully baked. Just one tip here. Before you slice your cake, Make sure it's completely cooled down to get proper clean slices. Demold your cake. As you can see, our cake is nice and moist. And we'll slice it with a bread knife. There you have it, guys. Christmas rum cake or plum cake is ready to be served. Thank you for watching Reels to Meal. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Happy holidays.
And Merry Christmas to all.